best business to start is not what everyone is telling you on YouTube. It's not the one thing that they're promoting, an agency, a software, or e-commerce, dropshipping, or trading crypto. It's something way bigger and more powerful than all those business models or vehicles, if you will. In this video, I'm going to break down what you actually should be focusing on, whether you're just starting out or you have a business already you want to scale. And if you're someone like me who wants freedom by design, meaning I don't want to scale to just make more, but you actually want a life that you're very proud of. You want to build a business that you look at and you go, I feel fulfilled now, not just hustling to make money, selling something that you don't really believe in, which there's a lot and enough of that already. So the thing I'm talking about is having a one-person business and a personal brand that supports it. So imagine this, you wake up one day and you have nothing on your calendar, right? So no alarm clock, no calls, no deadline, no client projects, and you just get to choose to do whatever you want to do. That's me right now, but it wasn't always like that. In fact, I was at a point once where I had almost 20 people on my team. There's so many ideas that I wanted to do, but I could never get to them because of responsibilities that I already promised to be at and fulfill. And so I was stuck. And before that, if you go back 7 years, I was at a job, and one that I didn't like, that was paying me $400 a month. Nothing against them, I just didn't have freedom. I didn't have freedom by design. I didn't have a business by design because I was a slave to my job. And then when I started a business, even when I started making money, I didn't really feel completely free because I was trading time for money. Now, once you go from that to then selling leverage, basically you sell a solution, not yourself or your own time. Now you can actually build a business that's an asset. So why one-person businesses? Why personal brands? Well, you look at people like Elon Musk, or you look at people like Jordan Peterson, or someone like Logan Paul, who started as a YouTuber, then he went on to sell merch, maybe some NFTs or memberships. Now he owns a drink company with KSI, who also started on YouTube playing FIFA. And then he did boxing, he did music, and now has Prime together with Logan Paul. You look at people who, like Elon Musk, for example, who's able, because of his personal brand, to own multiple businesses. And yes, he's got a ton of responsibilities, but he chose that life. He likes it. He says that chaos is actually where he thrives. And he, because of his mission, he wants to do that. But maybe you didn't start a business, or maybe if you're looking to start a business, you don't necessarily want to have a life like that. I don't want to have a life like Elon Musk. I don't want to have a life like Logan Paul or KSI. I want to have a life that is simple. I always say, dream big, but live simple. Meaning, if you want to go on a trip, go on a trip. Do whatever makes you happy and fulfilled, where you can have freedom in that specific week, without having to ask anyone for time off, without having to save up for it. And this is where money comes in. But the reason, again, going back to the one-person business, because if you build a personal brand, meaning you're in a community, you build one, and you become known for the one thing that you're so passionate about, meaning there's something within you, a skill or expertise or talent that you're so passionate about that you can't not talk about it. You just talk and connect with and share ideas and concepts around this thing with people you put out on the internet. And it doesn't have to be on YouTube if you don't want to show your face. It can be all types of social media platforms where you either write or you post, or you create videos like this. You build a personal brand where people get to know the real you. Like, who are you actually inside? Like, what drives you? And then you build a business around that, so that if you decide to launch a product, which right now you have ideas that may look too big for you. If I say you could have a multi-million-dollar software one day, you might think, well, that's not exactly my goals. And that could be because right now you're not at a point where that even makes sense. Why would you launch a software now? Or if I say that you can have a paid community or a course or digital products or templates, then you might say, well, I'm not there yet. Why would anyone pay for my service or my offers, right? And that's because if you're starting out, you need proof of concept, you need a portfolio, you need a brand. You need to give people a reason to even want to learn from you, or want to buy something from you, or want to sign up to a software that you recommend. So the power of having a personal brand, and it's enough to have like 10,000 people. Like, it doesn't have to be millions of followers. Personal brand, like a big fish in a small pond, meaning you're the go-to in a very like micro niche community, it's enough for you to launch offers and have multiple streams of income because people trust you because of your authenticity. They know that if you recommend or sell something to them, it's because you know it's best for them. You know that you've tried all the things, and let's say you're in fitness, you tried all the supplements, and you know what you love and which one you recommend to people in our industry. And people trust you and they build relationships with you virtually because of that, because they can feel your energy, right? If you're in business, then it's the same thing with softwares. So I'm in a process right now of a couple different projects that we're working on in the software space. And the reason I'm able to launch these and build them is because I have multiple streams of income. I make passively over 30,000 a month. I make more than that, double more than that from other income streams as well. But I'm just saying to paint a picture of what's actually possible from software, which is passive, from affiliate income, which is passive, from courses, digital templates, resources and tools. Everything that's passive generates me enough to just live off of, so I don't have to keep working if I don't want to. So because of that, and because of my personal brand, I'm able to now just do what I'm best at, which is my passion, which is creation. So I'm able to create stuff that is helpful for you. I can create free courses, like the 10-hour free course on YouTube, like the 3-hour free course, the 5-hour free course, and all these things that I can just put out to people because I want to create them. I have a vision, I want to bring it to life. But the vision of a software comes from me implementing client projects, right? The vision of me creating a certification program and a marketplace for funnel builders comes from me building projects for clients and talking about funnels for years, and then having people ask like, how do you build funnels? How do you get clients? How do you build a person brand? How do you do all these things? So if you ask me my vision 7 years ago, then it would have just been, oh, I'm just gonna go and try to be a freelancer and try to get some clients. So your vision will evolve as you evolve because of your experiences, your new territories that you get into, and markets and people that you get connections to. And the one thing that people will come to you for is your personal brand, your contribution to the marketplace, your positioning, your leverage, your audience that you have. I get offers every single day now, right? Not only do I get sales every single day, which is another video I want to make about daily customers or daily sales, but I get opportunities every single day from people and companies reaching out, wanting to partner, wanting to have a video on my channel, wanting me to promote their stuff. And it's because of what we've built together. Honestly, you, me, together as a community, we built this like brand that people want to be a part of, which is beautiful. And I know that you can do the same. You can build a brand, you can build a personal brand where you talk about the thing that you're so passionate about, whether that's sports, cooking, healthy recipes, biohacking, ads, copywriting, design, product development, software, micro tools, personal branding, editing, thumbnails, blogging, AI, whatever it is. I promise you, there's something that you're passionate about within you. You just have to actually write all of them down. And once you have the ideas on a piece of paper, you can go, what are the top 3 that I would actually consider doing for work as a career? And then is there a community of people wanting to be a part of this, like already existing? And if there are, then you can do it too. And then the next question is more strategic and marketing wise, of like, how do I get attention? How do I build my own community? But it all starts by you knowing like, what's the thing that I want to get known for and become like the go-to person for. And if you want to learn more how to execute on this and actually build the brand, then we're talking more about like content structure, content pillars, personal brand identity and sales message and all that, which is a separate video. But I wanted to plant this idea in your head of what is actually possible and why is it so powerful for you to build a one-person business. Because you can sell merch, you can sell software, you can sell digital templates, you can sell services. I still take on projects when I want to, but I charge 10,000 now instead of 1,000, or instead of 500, instead of 1,500, right? Instead of 3,000. And because I don't have any team anymore, I'm free flowing. I just wake up every day and take them as they come. If I want to take a day off, I choose to do that and be with my family, or just go and spend alone time, biking, running, golfing, whatever it is. We're creating lifestyles, not businesses that we are slaves to. We don't want to create a business with 100 different tasks that other people are giving us, because they come with responsibilities. So no wonder do we sometimes as entrepreneurs wake up and we go, why do I feel the way I do? Because I thought that once I started making money, I would have freedom. I thought I would be free and feel free. You know, it's one thing to have freedom on paper versus feeling free inside. And freedom to me inside is where you can do whatever you want to do, when you want to, with who you want to, where you want to, and nobody can tell you otherwise, right? And it's also like not having pressure from other people, deadlines, expectations, commitments, all those things that some businesses come with. So be careful when you get into businesses of like, who are you partnering with? What are you signing up for? And choose to build businesses that you can control. And the best way to do that is by having a one-person business and a personal brand where you build an audience and you create content around something you're passionate about. And you can have one-on-one offers where you work with people, you do the work for them to get off the ground and get up and running, because you can charge more for a service than ideas, right? If I talk right now and I make money from YouTube, it's because of ideas and concepts, right? If I sell a product that is productized and packaged, then that's valuable in itself. That's without my time being involved. If I sell service, it's me doing the work and taking the work off their plate. And so that's obviously going to be worth more. If you combine these and you're free flow and you get to choose and adapt and pivot based on how you feel that year, that month, that moment when you're like, okay, I'm going to do this for 90 more days and then I'm going to pivot to consulting or towards launching the software or being an affiliate. And you have the possibility to do that in a heartbeat when you have a personal brand versus being a nobody that nobody even knows exists, or maybe a couple people. So start building today. You know, start today. Everyone you look at who are successful, where you say, well, they are obviously successful, they can launch everything. They also started at zero. They one day said, I'm gonna, you know, turn on my phone and open my camera and start filming. And that would be, if you look back at it, the footage is crappy, it's bad. But that's how you get somewhere, is by actually just becoming 1% better each day. Because whether you improve or not, by actually doing and learning and implementing and trying and failing and testing and optimizing, a year from now, time has passed 1 year more. So whether you go for it or not, you're still gonna be 1 year older 365 days from now. So you might as well start now so that in a year from now, you can be further ahead towards having that personal brand and being that person that you want to be and have that one-person business. Or if you want to have a team and you want to scale up and do all that and like go big, you can do that as well. But even with that big company that you're building, it is so much easier to monetize and scale if you do have a personal brand. Just look at the podcasts out there, Patrick Bet David, look at Logan Paul with Impulsive and Prime, and look at KSI, look at Taylor Swift, how she's selling out stadiums. Look at Messi and Ronaldo in sports. Whoever you look up to and you admire for what they're doing, look at their brand and look at the opportunities that come to them because they have that influence. So the only reason I'm thinking now that could stop you is if you say, well, I can't do that. I can see how they can, but that's not me. I don't have anything that I bring to the table. Why would people follow me? And if you think that way, obviously nobody is going to want to listen to you. But if you take the focus away from you, you put it on other people, you put on the thing that you're so passionate about, I promise you that your passion will ignite other people and attract them to you, because they too are so passionate, but they think that they're different. So when you two connect, and the third person comes in, a fourth, fifth, sixth, you start building community. And from there, different offers are combined. Partnerships with brands come in. And all these things form together by you taking those first steps. Start there. Then in the separate video, we'll talk about how to create content, all that, how to build a brand more specifically. This one, I wanted you to actually just start.